Shalom, shalom, shalom to all the people across the earth. To everyone that might be under the sound of my voice right now, I say shalom, peace, peace. For the moment they say peace, then destruction will come. All praise to the Most High. Fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comments, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. First of all, I want to say to all of the Israelites, young and old, those who are awakened and have accepted your nationality and has accepted the responsibility that you have based on the agreement that your forefathers made with the Most High. Many of us have said, okay, we are obligated to that. We're obligated to the Most High. A lot of us can see that it's in our best interest to accept the obligation and go back and try to keep the terms of the contract. I'm talking contract genre. I'm talking in the contract genre, hoping that you might be able to understand why it is your responsibility to keep the laws of the Most High. And in this contract, the Most High have set up laws to let the people of the earth know, to let the earthlings know that he has set us up as the judges of the earth, the gods of the earth. And we have laws that we look at and we look out and see if they are keeping these laws. And then if they're not, when we warn them, if you don't keep God's laws, he's going to destroy you in his returning. It's going to be hell to tell the captain. Come on, somebody. I got an amen corner out there. All I'm doing is trying to publicize the Bible. All I'm doing is reviewing the Bible. This is a peer review of the Bible. That's all. And you know why the Bible coming out in truth it's a light. It represents the coming of the Most High and Christ. The Bible coming out in these last days represent to the wicked who thought they were going to be able to dwell in darkness and under the cover of darkness. It's a revealing to the world and to the cameras. You know, the cameras is on everybody. Cameras out here in this world is on you. The eyes of the Lord go to and fro in the earth. Right? Looking at people doing their wicked. Everybody got their camera on right now, right? Let me see here. Just a second here. Okay. I'll let it go. Then I'll skip and cut the sound back on. Okay. All right. So okay. So we're gonna listen to Roland Martin do some stuff here that's totally opposite of what I just went over as far as who we are. And let me get my train of thought together here again. Okay, I was apologizing and showing my sympathy with the world because I know a lot of people felt like that they would never see the end of the world come in their day and time. right? I know my children, their children, you know, my siblings, other people my age, and from people who able to hope for a future from the youngest age, 12, 13, 10, 11, hoping for a future, they got to cut it short. Though their future, I don't think we have 15 years in the environment that we're in now with these world governments. We don't have it because the Most High has brought us to a place to where they cannot exist among each other. They cannot exist. And the prophecy is that the Most High is going to set his kingdom up when they reach their highest level of wickedness. And we can look and see. All the prophecy point to everything. Daniel, Revelations, Ezekiel, all the prophets point to this end time, and everything that was supposed to be happening right before Christ comes back is happening. The seals, the vows, the angels letting the winds go, letting the terror go on the earth, all that's happening. It's happening. But now we're at a very strategic time right now. Roland Martin is talking about this video is about the Jacob's troubles. He's prophesizing in a roundabout way the fear, how we should fear what's about to happen to so-called black people. That's what he say, black people on the earth in 2024 and 25. He said we're going to be annihilated by government and system. We're going to be walking around the streets homeless, and only the rich so-called black people that's got money, and the rest of us under $50,000 a year, and probably a lot of us $50,000 a year, will be annihilated. We'll be walking the streets in the weather, and you know, just like when they released us from slavery before, when they said you're released in 1865, and the plantation owners, the slave masters had to let us go legally, but we didn't have nowhere to go, so we went back to them and took a cut in pay just because we wanted to be free. They said, well, since y'all didn't enjoy what you had, we're gonna give you less. We're gonna charge you for the land that's supposed to be yours in order to work it. And we're gonna sell it to you, and you just stay out there and work it and give us just rent the equipment from us and rent the land, rent to buy. Okay? You never take interest on it, you'll never get through paying for it. And that's how they reset us into slavery over and over again. Every generation that this ain't the first time this has happened to the nations, that we wake up and say, we will not take it anymore. This is not the first time. Roland and these guys are not this is Dagon all over again coming out of Egypt. You remember Dagon talked all the Israelites into rebellion and to go and said they better off back in Egypt, right? And all the Israelites, tribe of Dan, over 200,000 of them, rebelled against the Most High and didn't want to follow the plan of the Most High. They didn't want to follow Moses. Now, there's a lot of these Israelites around now. A lot of them calling themselves leaders, but they are posted up to lead us back into brainwashed, back to sleep, and start voting and believe in this system again. Believe in what they want our young people to believe. If they keep talking, if they keep these Roland Martins and these doctors and this, whatever this lady is, keep these journalists out here with this propaganda, they will pull our young people back in again. We're going to die off. Believe it or not, y'all in y'all 30s and 40s and stuff, y'all dying pretty fast, man. This stuff hitting y'all because y'all won't come back to the Most High. So they are out here to gather these slaves back up again. These are slave catchers, really. These are modern day slave catchers. So whoever the slaves are, people like this to say, hey, we should all just kind of trust this de facto government. De facto. You know, the United States, we didn't give them permission to rule over us. Now, you know, where does a government get its power? Look it up. They derive their power from the people. So in other words, they are nothing but delegates that go out and do the bidding of the people who pay their bill, pay their wages, and send them out, and they speak for the people. That's the world. A bunch of little worlds united little worlds in their little world, running their little world. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Anybody who want to get together and say we're united worlds, united nations, we're united states, however you want to break it down. You can group together however you want. You can form your own world with the security and everything it takes for you to survive in your world. And nobody else's world is supposed to be able to intercept or come what am I trying to say? Cross over into your territory and force you to live according to their rules and regulations of their world. They can't invade your world and force you to live according to their world. You can't invade their world. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. So that's why Esau is the wicked, because he made himself the God of all the worlds. I hope y'all understand what I'm getting at, because it's very important to understand all of this, what freedom is, and what us being God creatures, being God in God's image, meaning we all have dominion over the earth at the same time. The earth, the air, the water, the fish, the creeping things, the trees. We have dominion over all of that stuff at the same time. Each one of us, we share dominion on the earth with each other, given to us by the Most High. I can't step over in your world and tell you, hey man, you planting too many trees over there. You're going to have more trees than me, and you're going to be taking more nutrients out the ground than me. No, you got to follow my nature plan over here. We're going to close all your parks around you up and just let you sit right here on this land right here. We'll control your parks. Now, go back to wherever you're from, man. You can't come over here making no laws in my world. See, that's how that works. But Roland is saying, follow these people world around and take whatever crumbs they drop for us. Because I've been preaching and teaching to this man for I don't know how long. Throwing hints. He even wrote in my comment the other day when I got on one of his videos and used his material to teach who he is and what this rhetoric that they teach, that these so-called, I don't know who leaders they are, they got a group of people they call black. And they say they represent all the black people, the crayon box people. That's who these people in government represent, black people, the people who don't exist. They represent these commercials or something, man. They represent the people who don't really exist. That's who, I'll leave that, I'm going to leave that up there. They represent the people who don't really exist. That's who these governors, these people who work in government, try to get us to vote and make the United States our masters, because we can't be their citizens, because you can't be the United States citizens if you're of another nation. You can't be a citizen of, if you say I'm black, you can come on because you ain't naming a nation. But if you say I'm African American, you still naming one of their fake nations. But if you say I'm Israelite, or I'm a Moor, or I'm from the tribe of Gad, or I'm from the tribe of Issachar, then you have named a nation. You can't be a United States citizen. Now, can you do contract with them? Yeah, if you work with them, they promise you something. They take out so much money out of your pay, you know, and you know, you going along with the whole system. But you wake up one day and find, say, hey, y'all ripping me off. I'm not your citizen. You wasn't supposed to take those taxes and whatever. But I agreed to it. But from now on, in contract with them, you set your contract as a foreign nation, because you're not black, you're not any of those titles that they gave you. So you cannot be represented by Roland Martin, this people, that man over there, the colored people. You can't be represented by Joe Biden and them, because they don't know who you are. You know who you are. We are not represented by government. They just throw us crumbs because they were buying our little votes. And they wasn't worth nothing really, because the Republicans was getting tired of Donald. That's what Donald Trump is in there for. Donald Trump is going to spill the beans pretty soon, and he's going to tell us and tell the rest of the world those people cannot vote. They stole the election by using black people, because black people don't exist and they can't vote, and they can't vote. So that's why they're going to get aliens, illegals, to vote. If you can use them black people and the Republicans and the Democrat, they'll keep doing that and fighting, playing that game, and you'll never know that they are playing that game. They're playing that and make you think that they're getting legitimate votes and legitimate people, and they're playing that game to sucker you in so you can just keep watching them play badminton back and forth, and they'll never give you anything. They throwed out $333,000 for every African American in here who say their ancestors was in slavery. That's what they want to give you. That's what your ancestors' life is worth. That's what all the inheritance and all the investment money that they have invested. They have invested our resources and our money and our gold and everything, the worth, our signatures, our mother's signatures on those birth certificates, everything. And that's what we are worth. All of our children that they have killed, our ancestors, and now that's what our investment brought us. All that suffering brought us $333,000. That's what they want to sell us. They have took shithole countries like, y'all know who y'all are, who America have made, who our investment and return and investment and return have made all these countries wealthy, filthy wealthy, dirty money. And it's it's about time y'all gonna have to pay. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's about time y'all are gonna have to pay. That's what's about to happen. You can holler Jacob Troubles all you want to, Roland Martin. Let's listen to a little of this.
Now they're saying, DEI is now the reason. You got Matt Walsh predicting that there are going to be airplane fatalities because of DEI. Frank Luntz posted, hadn't been a fatality in an airplane crash in America since 2009. Yo, they literally are attacking every institution.
That's right.
And don't think for a second they're not coming after HBCUs. Just because the affirmative action rule against affirmative action affected PWIs, oh no, don't understand. And again, Reese, there's a Cat 5 brewing that's going to make landfall. And we over here going, man, damn that shit, I ain't voting. I don't see enough of Kamala. She ain't really black.
Now you see who he talking to? Now he started off, he covered from the HBUs, the people who believe in education and believe that everybody's, you all right, I'm all right, them other people, they all right. Everybody just stay in their place. That's them educated people. And then so he went down and said, he went down to the natural man on the street, the broke man, and said, oh, damn, that came down there. He went to marking us. He categorized us. They taking notes. They taking notes from us, from the grassroots black media. He's taking notes from us because we publicizing what we see. We are taking notes. We're watching you guys. So now, Roland Martin, he's brewing fear. This is fear. Now watch. This is fear. This is fear tactics, and he's getting paid for this, and it's not working. Let's see.
Damn Joe, because he too old, or forget this whole stuff. It's a Cat 5. Project 2025 is a Cat 7. This thing is coming. And as seen from Scandal, Joe Morton and Kerry Washington, you running your ass around in the field of daisies, and run like they're field of daisies, and bombs are going on all around you. The media apparatus is how they are driving the messaging, Reese.
When did they stop doing that? That's always been how. He's talking about nothing. Now, we're going to listen to Reese. She's going to further the conversation about nothing. He's talking about nothing. These are just fear tactics to make us, but it's not working. It's not going to work. Now, I said it first. It's not going to work. The Most High is snatching us away from all of that garbage, all of the ways of the image of the beast, all the ways of the beast, all the ways of Babylon. The Most High is snatching us away. Even the 2/3, they are not falling. The churches. The churches are taking pictures of all the shenanigans. The people in the churches taking pictures of all the shenanigans and videos, and everything is being exposed. The eyes of the Lord go to and fro. Everything is being uncovered. And this is not going to work, Roland. The people are woke. And this fear tactic won't work. Jacob claiming that we're going to all be annihilated. Let's hear what Reese got to say.
Right, absolutely. And I do have to say, there are black people that have multifaceted interests, and you could watch Roland on at 6 to 8 and go watch the Cat Williams interview. They're not mutually exclusive. However...
Oh, another thing. They said so he's mad about Cat Williams. Cat Williams and Shay Shay made all that money on that video. So I guess he got her queued up to talk about that, and then she keeps saying, notice how many times she say black people, black people, black, subliminal messages. She wants you to keep referring to yourself as black because that's the only way they can slow down the gathering of the large people together. They're doing, the message is slow them down from gathering. Slow them down from becoming a functioning army, a functioning government. You have to slow them down from becoming a functioning government. Because when you do that, that means they're going to be obeying the laws and the commandments of the Most High, at least structuring and setting themselves in place to do that. Keeping the Sabbath, no more sickness and disease, so we ain't going to be able to kill them with that medicine and those, enchantment of that doctor and that medicine and that witchcraft and them two snakes looking at each other, on the bowl or whatever, around the stake, that medicine sign. Yeah, we won't be able to bewitch them anymore. The bewitching hour is over. Now, are you going to bewitch the 2/3? I mean, no. The 2/3 is just wicked. And they're going to throw down. You're going to pick with them so much, the Most High going to raise them up and they're going to throw down. Ephraim, you ain't even going to see them coming. You bringing them all up in here. Ephraim going to throw down on you. Ephraim, your bastard children mixed with the tare and the wheat. The wheat and the tare going to throw down on this government. You bring them in here, got them out in the cold, man. You creating hatred. You think you're going to kill them slowly? You creating hatred over here. And Ephraim is going to be the arrow that come for y'all. The Most High is shooting them through the bow now. They're learning who y'all are. from the Israelites, from the camps, from the prophets who have returned on the scene. So all praise to the Most High. Let's finish listening to what her perverted mind is doing.
I want to address Dr. Carr's point about the disconnect, and I want to say that the disconnect is very much manufactured. We don't have a democratic media or even social media apparatus. Everything is...
We are not supposed to have a democratic social media apparatus. And the Most High has taken that message and crumbling it up. There's not supposed to be a democratic media apparatus for black people. We're not supposed to be in their government. We're not supposed to be participating in that. And if you don't run and get away from rolling, and you all of y'all escape from that madness, that way of thinking, leading our people off into that, away from the Most High, into the Pope's hand, we're going to see y'all, I hate to even say it, man. I got to say it, we're going to see y'all get destroyed. It's prophesied that the leaders, the dumb dogs that are leading our people astray are going to be destroyed. Woe unto the pastors. Y'all placing yourself in pastors, in the pastor's position, leading the sheep. You're leading the sheep, you're playing a pastor. Regardless what kind of title you got over your door. If you out here leading the sheep and leading the Israelites, calling them black and stuff, you are woe unto you. Woe unto you, don't understand nothing. Either you don't understand it, you're just so wicked that you can't believe it. All this truth that's out here, y'all gotta have your head under a rock to not understand what this Bible is saying.
This algorithm to the point to where these algorithms and formulas, which by the way have bias already built in them, have figured out, or they've convinced themselves, which then drives what you see, what people want to see. And that is just a self-fulfilling prophecy, because
listen, all that, okay, go ahead.
What gets the clicks, what gets the attention is what people continue to see, not necessarily what all your interests are. If you go look at my Instagram Explorer page, you would think that 99% of my interests are hair videos and makeup videos, and I'm not good at makeup, and my hair is just very basic. And so these social media and the way that we get our news is very much manufactured, manipulated, and it's getting increasingly siloed, and that's why you don't see the information breaking through. That's why.
No. See, what she is saying that it's so much content, it's data overload. It's so much content on the internet, people don't have to watch something that's criticizing or that's making them feel uncomfortable. They can turn to something else that's glamorous, and that, they can, what did Paul say? Demons have forsaken me. He's left for the glamour, the glitter, the lights, the glitter, and the glamour of the world. They can just stay in la la land. They don't have to listen to you. Because you have no substance to what you're saying. Y'all been telling us politics all these years. Got us believing that politics was going to lead us out. Lead us back to the promised land. Lead us to the mountaintop. Martin Luther King and all of that. All of y'all said that y'all could lead us back to the promised land. But did you? I don't think so. You said you could. You said y'all knew the way. The reward of a prophet. You want the reward of a prophet? Bless the prophet. That's what you've been saying. Follow us. We got the way out. We in touch with Esau. We know exactly what he wants. We're gonna lead y'all out. And y'all, every one of y'all did what those dog leaders have always done. Came with a bunch of people saying, hey, these are the people right here I can lead for your cause. Every one of y'all, every one of you preachers, politicians, led a group of people up and said, hey, I can get these people to sign for your cause. White supremacy. Sign our own genocide away following y'all fools, man. And women. And now the message is plain and y'all see the truth and y'all still trying to lead us away. The Most High get ready to hit y'all so hard in y'all backside Ooh-wee. You gonna get you better get some shaman and start putting it in y'all pants. Because the Most High Grade knocked the hell out of y'all, man. Y'all are leading the people right to the gunman. Y'all lead them right to the gunman. Like they down in Valderra, and down in that town in Texas, and they fighting to get those people who stood outside the door and watched those kids get. Nobody said, "Let me make a dive. I'm gonna dive up, jump up, dive up, y'all." When he raised up to shoot me, y'all go and y'all do y'all thing. Get him. We gonna annihilate. We gotta save these children, save these teachers. Nobody, all our people cowards, man. Everybody for themselves, man. Nobody's trying to. No, man. The quality of the character of people is gone, man. Nobody is going to risk their life for nobody else. That's the way the world is today. So don't think that these people are trying to help you. They're getting paid, man. They hear what the Israelites are saying. They know the only way out is the Most High, but they want that money right now. Instant gratification. Look.
We need to invest in the information that people receive. That's why we have to interact with the information that we want to see if we want to keep seeing it. So that's really where the disconnect is.
Now the disconnect is that you are trying to sell Roland Martin. You are trying to sell Roland Martin news station, and if you can get some people to follow y'all again, then you can go to that broadcasting or whatever that thing is. You said all those companies that got to pay, so they give so much out, charity for the broadcasters, you know. And so you want to go and say, look at all these people that's watching my channel, and they will hear your message. I will publish your message. I won't publish the Most High. I won't publish who they are. I'll make sure I ignore all of that news and all of that madness, and I'll put out, if you give me enough money to make this a news factory, a super microwave factory, I'll put this news out to where those small Israelite newscasters will be exhausted. We won't be able to put out the propaganda. Our propaganda machine is not big enough. We won't be able to do it. They can give me some money so I can employ so many people, and we'll keep this wicked propaganda going, and we'll flood them with so much data, wicked data, that they won't be able to disciple what's good or bad for them to listen to, what's right or wrong, and they'll just go back to La La Land and go back to sleep again. And that way we'll drown out this truth, this so-called truth, this awakening news. We're going to drown it out. Let's see.
It's something that is driven to us because we are signaling to it that that's what we want to see. And unfortunately, we bless too much mess. And I will be the first one to say, if I'm on video saying motherfucking that video is going to go more viral than if I'm sitting here buttoned up. Now, is that why I do it? No, I mean.
Well, it don't make no difference. You are promoting a de facto government and telling us we need to follow and participate in our genocide and pay them to keep destroying us. Now, what message is hurting us worse? The man cussing and getting this point out because he's passionate, he's cussing, and he's going against the establishments and pointing out all the crime that they're doing, or you standing back, and I ain't going to curse on over here. I'm just going to say sweet things to you, Jeremiah. Is that 30 and 10? Jeremiah 10 and 30. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Isaiah, say sweet things. You know, if you say sweet things, they're going to follow you. Because the wicked, our people, they don't want to be corrected. But now, Jacob's trouble is coming for the wicked. I'm going to end it with that. Jacob's trouble is coming for the wicked. So how is the Most High telling us to trust in him and put our hope in him, and we're going to and He gonna protect us like He did them in the wilderness coming out. He gonna protect them, and if they just stay together and stay under the Most High's laws, then they will be protected under the cloud, the fire at night, the shepherds, the captains, the sheepdogs, everything. We're going to be protected. And then, in the same breath, it said, a lot of y'all going to be killed, beheaded, thrown in prison. You know, that's a contradiction. Now, is there going to be martyrs? Yeah, there's going to be martyrs. But for the most part, we're going to be protected. All of us that come in with the bride, that had all in their lamps, we understand, and we're not running around doing stupid stuff. We're not going to be. We following the Most High. He's going to be leading and guiding us. And we're going to have to follow. We're going to have a leader, and he's going to lead us. He's going to lead us away from danger. Every group going to have a leader, and going to have captains and whatever, soldiers, whatever, people that's going to help lead the group away and stay up under the Most High. That's the only way it can be. They shall appoint themselves one leader. And that's not Christ, because the only way you can gather up, you got to already be appointed Christ ahead of your life. And that's the only way you can keep the commandments the best you can. You got to appoint him and as the head of your life. And what does that mean? He said he told us what to do. He brought us back to the Father. Come back to the laws and commandments. He said, I come not to destroy the law, but to get you to establish it and live by it. That's what he came for. That's the main thing. Is to reverence God, come back to our contract with him, admit that we are the people of that contract, that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob went into contract, and all their offsprings with God. We agree to the contract. We are the payees of the contract. We got to come and do what our job is, and just keep the laws and commandments to get the protection and to get eternal life. That's the only way. And we believe Christ died to pay the price for that. So, yeah, Roland, the fear tactics won't work. This propaganda machine here, it won't work. None of it's working. None of it's working. All right. All praise to the Most High.